So whether you've been following along my journey so far, you'll know that I've been making a video game so far using AI. And this, majority speaking, has been ChatGPT. Using ChatGPT to create the code, to help me edit and update code, and so on and so forth, but also to make the images for the game as well. Now, about 4 or 5 days ago, I came across something called Cursor, which, to give you context, Cursor is pretty much ChatGPT with the ability to edit your scripts directly and create new scripts, which is incredible. I've been using this again, the last 4 or 5 days, and I can tell you that this is probably the next best thing that I've found because I basically got this thing to effectively create me a load of scripts and edit scripts all in one go. I had a situation where I wanted to remove the zoom function from my map, where originally you could sort of zoom in and zoom out. I didn't really like it because it wasn't really working very well. I basically searched up in my files zoom. I found about 5 scripts that were referencing the word zoom. I literally spoke into Cursor and said, look, I've got these 5 scripts that are referencing the word zoom. I want to get rid of the zoom function from the kingdom map. Can you go and do that? It literally went through, edited all of the scripts, and then at the bottom it always says you either approve or don't approve. I clicked approve, and then everything updated. I then clicked play, and nice and cleanly, the zoom function was removed, which was good. When I was going to add the decree function for my game, in terms of each council member will have their own decree, which is almost like an ability, it literally, like, I gave it a big prompt and I spoke into it. It created about 9 new scripts and edited 4 of my other scripts. Like seven scripts were different council member scripts, and then like one of them with a manager, and the other one I think with like a definition or something. And then it edited 4 of my other scripts, and that took about 2 to 3 minutes. And as far as I can see, it's all working and it all looks good. It's just insane, right? And it's so much quicker than what I was doing before. So going back to the zoom approach, what I would have had to do to try and remove that feature is I would have had to copy and paste all of the 5 script referencing the zoom script, and I would have had to get ChatGPT to give me the fully updated scripts back with the zoom function removed. Now, usually I'd probably give it 2 scripts, get that fully updated, and then give the other 2 scripts, and then give the last one, just so that it's not having to overload, and usually it can't output that much of a scale, which is why I'd maybe do 2 at a time. Point being, it would take a lot more time. And don't even get me started with how long it would probably take, certain developers to actually write this stuff out. So again, I'm honestly going to say this, that, look, I'm not really claiming to be an actual game developer, and your definition of a game developer is going to be different. If your definition of a game developer is someone who learns codes, write codes, then I'm not that. If your definition of a game developer is someone who makes games, then I guess I'm that. But yeah, Cursor has been incredible, really incredible. And what's really nice about this is that it's made me realize, look, if I want to make a game, I can do it. Right? Like, and if you're someone which is interested or even curious about making your own video game, this is a really good opportunity, because effectively what Cursor is your ability to entirely outsource all of the code, genuinely, right? And it just allows you to free up all your time and thoughts for creativity, for, if I want to add this function, if I want to make this sort of game, how can I do it? And you can just get the AI to do all the complicated bits. And again, I've said this multiple times on the channel, but what I believe matters to most players, right, to people that play the games, and to me who plays video games, is if the game's good or not, right? If the game is enjoyable, and depending on whatever genre it might be, is it challenging? Is it, story rich? Do I enjoy the story? Is it relaxing? That's what matters. So if you can make a good game with AI, like using AI, that's ideal. Now, sure, there are going to be games out there that use AI that aren't going to be good. And hopefully, I'm obviously trying to ideally make my games good, right? I'm trying to make games that I would play. And I'll obviously see how that goes, and obviously I can't make any promises now that my games are going to be incredible either. But really what I want to get across in this video is if you're curious about it, you should definitely take a look at definitely take a look at Cursor, because yeah, it's sped up my process a lot more, and I'm going to be looking to probably use this for a very long time unless I find something even better. But that's pretty much what I've got with the video. If you're interested in making your own video game, I would actually take a look at Cursor. I would take a look at just playing around with stuff, right? I don't have any real proper guide. I think it would just play around with it and see what you can do. And if you're someone who is curious about the game I'm currently making, I'm going to be releasing that, ideally the full game, by mid to end of January of 2026. And I do have a demo out currently that you can play. It's very rushed at the time of recording, which is the 13th of December, but I do plan to update that near to when I release the full game as well. But with that said, hope you enjoyed. If you've got thoughts, I'd love to hear them. I'll chat soon.